Hello guys, we're live. Hello, how are you doing? This is Diana here. Hello, Diana from Spain. Hello. Guys, could you please write me in the chat here? How are you doing today? Where are you from? What's your name? My name is Diana. I'm from Kiev, living now in Spain. I hope you're doing well, guys. Before we will get started today, our live stream, I would like to tell you about our upcoming Scam School 3. Guys, it's very exciting. It's very exciting for all of us, and I hope it's very exciting for you too. Um, so we start on Sunday, August 28th at noon Eastern Time. Scam School, where the guys will share their stories. We will be live for 5 hours. 5 hours, guys, please join. All the girls and boys making all that noise. School's out for summer. Yes, guys, please join on Scam School. I have left you a link below the video, so you're welcome just to click on the link and to join us. It will be very interesting, I hope, for you. You will be welcome to ask some questions to the guy who were unfortunately scammed, but they are, sharing for you. They will share for you their scam story to help you not to get for the same scammers, and you're welcome to ask them questions on Sunday, to ask their advice, to ask about red flags, which they found very strange, and to ask how did they found out it was actually scam. So please join. Link is below, starting at noon Eastern on Sunday, August 28th. Hello, Al. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? Good afternoon, Gregory. Hello. Hi, I'm Saresh from India, but I'm currently working in Singapore. Hello, Saresh. How's your work going? Subhash. Hello, guys. Hello. So you're welcome to ask me here in comments anything that you're interested in, and I will be happy to answer your questions today. I'm Ukrainian too, so I will be happy to talk to you today, and you are also welcome to call me here in the studio and to tell your story, to share with the guys your story. It's 1-604-998-8051. So please call me here, because last time you called here, guys, it was last week. So please call me. You're welcome to call to tell your story, to share with us. And also, could I please ask you to do me a favor, to like this video, to subscribe on our channel, and also suggest you to subscribe another mail order brides channel, where it will be live on Sunday. Okay, guys. So how's your summer going? Now I'm so sad, that I'm not in Ukraine, because if I were in Ukraine, I would have to go barbecue for sure and have a lot of fun. There was Independence Day the day before yesterday in Ukraine, as you know. Unfortunately, it was not celebrated very bright, because Russians did not stop. Even on this huge holiday, they kept being cruel, unfortunately. As I know, they throw a bomb on the train where were many people inside it. And as I know, unfortunately, It was very, very sad. It was, by the way, in Dnipro region where I'm from and where I have some relatives, and it is sad for me that they did not stop even in this, in this huge holiday, in this important day for Ukrainians. They did not stop. But yeah, let's try to keep on the positive note, not to talk about bad things. And yeah, anyway, Independence Day in Ukraine, we were celebrated, by some people. And last year we celebrated Independence Day. Was so bright. I remember this. We were dancing in the central street in the center of Kiev with all the people in the street singing songs, and it was very, very funny. I miss this time now, and it's sad that I cannot be there. I cannot be there. Cannot cannot have been there this year. How was your Independence Day? Thank you, Sarash. Here we did not celebrate it because uh, it's Spain. It's another country, but as I know, also. mm, uh, yes, and also there is not really, not really um, that much good conditions and good mood to really celebrate it so loud, because it's a bit sad. And also, yes, our neighbors here who are also from Ukraine, there is a family of grandparents, parents, and children. I mean, big family here living, and they're from Nikolaev. As you know, Nikolaev was very much damaged and destroyed, very much one of the most destroyed cities now. And um, unfortunately, our neighbor's husband was in military, and now he has got he has got in Russian jail, and it's terrible because this is the reason why this family are going to come back to Ukraine, to try to get him out of here, because it's terrible. And as I know, Russians are very cruel with the Ukrainian military, when they're in jail. At the same time, when Ukrainian military are absolutely opposite, and what they do when they catch Russian military is they just call home and ask their parents to get to take them back. That's all. So they give Ukrainian military, they give food for Russian military. They give them, place to sleep, to rest, and they just go home and ask Russian soldiers relatives to take them back. And this is very sad for me when I when I hear about that Russian military kill Ukrainians in jail, and that they're very cruel. They do very cruel things, and my mom helps me here, saying that, as you know, there are a nuclear station in Zaporozhye. It's a very big nuclear station and nuclear factory station, yeah. And as you know, Russians, they tried to bomb it, and they're still trying to do that. So what they've done is they entered the territory of this nuclear station, and of course Ukrainians just stopped uh, working it because it was too dangerous. But they got also in jail the workers of this nuclear power station, and they're also, like, doing bad things with these people without no reason, and it's very, very cruel. Yes, guys. So once again, you're welcome to ask me anything here because I don't want to talk 1 hour about bad news, about bad things. So I hope that we can also talk about something good today, not only bad. But you're all welcome to ask me about anything. I'm happy to share with you. I'm here to share with you the truth, truly opinion. And yes, thank you very much also for being today on this live stream. I know that for some guys it is too early today. I know that for Pacific time zone it's 4 a.m. in the morning. Yes, 4 a.m. So I'm very sorry for that, but yes, I'm very thankful for those guys who are here. Hello, hello. Yes, and you're also welcome to write me in the comments, but below the video, to suggest the topics that you would like to talk about, that would will be interesting for you, and I will be happy to talk about this during our next live streams. I have a lot to tell you about, but it's also very important for me to know what is interesting for you firstly. So you're welcome to write in comments the topics that you're interested in. Okay, Saresh, how's your work going today? Oh, thank you for asking. It's crazy because we're still looking for a flat, and at the same time, it's family stuff, at the same time, work. Like, very hard, but it's funny. Life is interesting and funny when it's hard, yeah? Yeah. Hello, hello, Moht. I don't speak this language, sorry. Can you please write in English? And also, guys, I just wanted to remind you that on Sunday, August 28th, we're having very interesting live stream with Anna because we're going for the wedding of our friends Natalia on Saturday, August 28th. And we're starting at 11 a.m. Central. And you're also welcome to join us. And I think it will be very interesting for you because you will be this fly on the wall. You will listen to all of our secret ladies conversation where we will share with each other uh, Ukrainian secret Ukrainian lady opinion. So yes, I will also put the link in the description below. You're also welcome to share, and I think it will be very interesting. Okay, guys. Yes, and also you're welcome to call me here at 1604 998 8051. Please call me. I will be happy to answer all your questions. Okay? Okay. Hello, Kenny. Hello, how are you doing, Kenny? Where are you from? Hello, hello, guys. I know that most of the guys are sleeping right now. So, um, yeah, there are a lot of traditions for Ukrainian summer, which we already discussed, but I also wanted to tell you today a little bit about that. This is very important for Ukrainians. It's very important to get the preparation for the winter, and what they do is they prepare, pickled vegetables, compote, which we already discussed. Yes, this special jam for winter, and as long as there were hard times for Ukrainians, I really realized that it's a very big part of the food is a very big part of Ukrainian culture. It's very important for Ukrainian people because as you maybe know, maybe not, there was Golodomor in Ukraine, some very hard years in Ukrainian history when people were literally without food. The food was stolen from the people, and uh, they were just dying because of no food. And That's why, now Ukrainians they prepare a lot to, for the winter to have this food. If something will happen, they will be ready. And as you see, each decade something happens. So I miss so much. Thank you so much, Kenny. Thank you. Guess where I'm from? It's evening here for me now. Wow, Kenny, are you in Australia? Yeah, you're in Australia, I think. Evening in Australia. Uh, yes, Kenny. Have a very blessed day to everyone. I love to join your chat. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. Yes, guys. You're welcome to ask me your questions here, and I will be happy to answer. Are you from Ukraine? Yes, Pash, I'm from Ukraine. I was living in Kiev when the war started, um, but originally I'm from a city called Dnipro. It's one of the biggest cities in Ukraine. It's also very beautiful. It's called the same as the river. River, it's called Dnipro. The river, which come across almost all the country, starts here from Kiev and uh, across a lot of different cities. But it's called Dnipro because it's literally located on the river and next to the river, and it's very big city, 1 million population, or even a bit more, I guess, even a bit more. So it's very beautiful, and one of the biggest cities, as I told you. But of course, I miss Kiev so much too, because for me it was my home, because I lived there mostly, and Kiev is wonderful. I know your country better. Wow. So, Pasha, I'm impressed. Do you like Sri Lanka and Philippines? Thank you, Jiminy. I have not been to Sri Lanka or Philippines, so that's why I cannot tell my opinion for this country. I just haven't been there, but I wish to visit these countries in future because I like traveling. Of course, I would like to know something new about new cultures, and I think it's interesting. Will you go to Ukraine again? Saresh, it's a hard question for now. I understand that we're not ready to come to Ukraine because it's still too dangerous, and it's just hard. So for this moment, we're going to stay here, but of course, one day when it will be, more better situation, more better chance to go there. Of course, we will come back to Ukraine, uh, to home, but nobody knows, you know, how soon it will be, and life's changing too much. I'm chatting a Ukrainian lady since 2 years, but we don't told our relationship. Can I ask you what was the website where you meet the lady? You're communicating for 2 years. Have you had any, like, more real communication? If I could tell you like this, not only chatting, but did you make a video call with her, or at least a phone call? Did you go to meet her? Not Australia, but it's close. It's an Asian country. Wow, wow. In Asian countries, which is night now. Um, are you somewhere in? I don't know. Where are you from, Kenny? Good morning, everyone. Deanna, what is the average height of Ukrainian men and women? I'm 177 and 8 centimeters. Oh, Juan Antonio, good morning. Good morning. Um, Average height of Ukrainian men and women. I would think that average height of Ukrainian man is about uh, 100. By the way, I think it's your uh, average. I think it's about 180 centimeters. 80 centimeters, 85 maybe even. Yeah, 85 I think. 185. For Ukrainian lady, I think it's about 173, 75. Yeah, I think it's about 173, 75. But your height is great. I am, for example, I'm 174 centimeters, I think, or 75 even. I think 75 centimeters, but I'm not sure. It's a good question. I think yes, the average for a man is 185, for a lady 175. Thank you. Uh, I think Ukrainian food are stolen by some countries. Kenny, no. Why you think so? It gets me offended. Absolutely not. Traditional Ukrainian dishes are not stolen for sure, and for sure you will not find the same dishes anywhere in the world except for Ukraine. Uh, if you're saying about what kind of countries, if you're saying about Slavic countries, I would tell you that it's Slavic countries, who stole, Ukrainian food from Ukraine, but not opposite, because as as you know in history, first, firstly there was Kievska Rus, it was Kiev, so all the dishes basically we have now mostly in Slavic countries there mostly from Ukraine. Borscht, vareniki, all of this, they are national Ukrainian dishes, not Russian, not anybody's else Ukrainian. So it sounds, you get me offended by this. Ukrainians does not steal food from. Of course, it's 21st century, and of course, there are many dishes which are very popular in Ukraine, but we never call, you know, other countries' dishes our national. So, for example, hachapuri or something like this, like uh, food from Georgia. We know that I mean, it's not national food, but we like these dishes. We like other countries' food, and we like to also. So there are many different, different national foods from different countries in restaurants, but we never call it Ukrainian ones. No, real Ukrainian dishes are borscht, vareniki, and karavai, like this. But Ukrainians also like and respect other dishes. Are you single? Yes, Kenny, I am. I'm chatting on Instagram, but our language is different. Are different. Um, in Instagram, I think it's kind of possible to meet a real lady in Instagram. Of course, it depends on her age. Of course, if you are 50 and she's 20 or 18, I don't believe it's possible. But if you're the same age and you meet each other in Instagram, it's possible. But I don't know. I think it's kind of creepy, now to match each other on Instagram. For example, if somebody writes me in Instagram, I don't think that I will answer unless I know the person in real life, of course. In Singapore now, time is wow, wow. Okay, great. I am wow, 195 centimeters. Too tall? No, you're not too tall. It's good. It's good height. It's very good height. I don't think it's too tall for Ukrainian lady. Ukrainian ladies, I think they like um, man who has um, good height. Height. Uh, I think you must know I'm in East Asia. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not the best in geographic. It's not one of my strongest sides, so I'm sorry. It's better for you to. Are you in Philippines? Here, guys are asking. In Singapore, where? Um, have you visited Canada? No, guys, I have not visited Canada yet, but I would like to do that in the near future because I think it's wonderful country and very beautiful. So of course I would like to do that. Uh, uh, it's very risky to buy a property in Ukraine during these days. Which city in Spain much better for Asia family? It's question which city in Spain much better. I don't know. I have not been in Spain everywhere to to tell you to answer you exactly this question. But I'm now in Andalusia region, and here are a lot of Asian families, really a lot of Asian families. So here it's quite popular. Is it risky to buy property in Ukraine during these days? It depends on the city. If you're buying a property in, somewhere like in Dnipro, in Dnipro, but in the city, not in the region, but in the city, I think it's not that much dangerous because, as I know, it's quiet here for now. But the truth is that we don't know what will be like. I mean, in 1 or 2 months or in 1 year. So, is it risky? It's a hard question, but I would not suggest you to do that right now. I would not suggest you to do that right now because, as you see, we just don't know what Russian soldiers will do tomorrow, and it's something really that we cannot really be relaxed about. All women like taller men. Juan Antonio, I would not agree with you because I think that I like men who are the same height as I am and even shorter. I mean I'm okay with this. I like it sometimes. So I think it depends. It depends a lot. Your Ukrainian pronunciation is beautiful. What's the difference between Ukraine and Russia in terms of language? I think they're so close. Yes, Kenny, you're absolutely true. Uh, thank you very much about pronunciation, but I think you have not heard me speaking Ukrainian. Have you? I think because in real life I only speak Russian. All my family speak Russian. It's not something about politics at all. Nothing about politics here, guys. It's just the reality that a big part of Ukraine are speaking Russian speaking people, um, especially this part, which is closer to Russia. And it's just true, it's just a reality. But also, I know that many Russian speaking people right now, even though all their families speak only Russian, they switched to Ukrainian. It's true. So Ukrainians are so much patriotic. They just really, even though they talk one language all their life, they decided to switch to do that. For Ukraine, and I respect that very much. But mm, uh, we we still keep talking Russian, and I don't see anything really bad in it. I don't want to argue with anyone, but it's my strong opinion that it's not about the language, and politics and language are different. So, is it different? Was it the difference between Ukraine and Russia? Yes, there are many differences. I mean, mm, there are many different words, and the truth is that all the Ukrainian people they perfectly understand Russian, but all the Russians they don't understand Ukrainian language because when Ukraine was in Soviet, we all spoke. I mean, We all spoke Russian, of course, and we knew Ukrainian because we're Ukrainian people. But in Russia, of course, they did not speak Ukrainian, and that's why they does not know. Um, and there are pretty big difference because, as I told you, there are many words different, and we have some. Um, Difference in our alphabet. I mean, in Ukrainian there is one letter, then it's not in Russian, and I mean a little bit difference in alphabet too. So yeah, the answer is that all the Ukrainian people, they perfectly understand Russian, but in Russia they will not understand some words. You know, there are even some videos before the war started, like many years before the war started. There were some videos on YouTube with some bloggers which showed Russian people Ukrainian words, and they're like, guess what it is, and Russians have no idea because they guess something, absolutely different from what it is. And it's true, there are quite a lot different. I'm an English language teacher. Extremely. Thank you very much. By the way, I was teaching English also when I was living in Ukraine, and I enjoyed it so much. I think I love it so much. And if I would not, start um, studying journalistics in university, I would start, you know, studying for being a teacher because I really, really like it. Are Ukrainian ladies considered to be known for patience? Um, I'm sorry, West. It's a it's a hard question. I think I would not tell you that Ukrainians are super patient. It's not true, but at the same time, I would not tell you that uh, Ukrainians are super quick tempered as, for example, other countries. I think Ukrainians are something between, but I would not tell you that Ukrainians are super patient and super calm. No, it's not true. Ukrainians are pretty emotional, and as our volunteers say here, as long as they have about 300 Ukrainians right now here with whom they work every day, and they're a little bit shocked of us because they're like, you can have a quarrel with volunteer. I mean, Ukrainians have quarrel have has sorry can have a quarrel with volunteers because of shampoo with a with a wrong wrong smell. So I'm no, I mean, yes, sometimes Ukrainians can be very emotional. It's true. I would not tell you that they're super calm. Would not tell you that they're super quick tempered. I think there is something middle, something between all these options, but definitely not the first and not the second one. I have good geography, Juan Antonio, but no begin. You have good geography. I'm from China. Have you heard of it? How do you think of this country? Of course I have. By the way, you can believe me or not, but it's the first one that I wanted to tell you about when you message in chat. Maybe you will not believe me, but it's true. Of course, I heard of it. My opinion about China, that people in China are very hardworking. I think that everybody's opinion all around the world. Yeah, so I have not been there, but I have been learning a lot about Chinese and Japanese cultures, and I know the difference between both of them. And I found it very opposite from Ukraine, especially Japanese culture, very opposite. And that's why I think it will be unreal for me to live in Japan because I will just just too much, too much for me. But I found it very interesting to learn about these cultures, and I think it's great. It's great that we live in this in 21st century when we can share with each other so easy, so simple, and it is so interesting. How you Ukrainian? I'm fine. If you're asking about my friends in Ukraine, I think that they are pretty well because all my friends they came back from Europe to Kiev, and they're living their lives as they did before. They came back to their job, and everything is pretty well in Kiev. But I have also some friends who are in military, and of course I'm worried about them every day. And especially I'm worried about that winter is coming, and I think it will be very hard times, winter, autumn, because of course in summer it was different, and yeah, I'm just worried about how the winter will be this year. And oh my god, I don't know when the Russians will stop. I don't know what can stop them, really. Hello, Rob. Hello. Hello, how are you today? Hello, Matthew. Good morning. Good morning for everybody who just woke up. uh, yes, yes, guys. I like when you're active in the chat. It's very good. I appreciate it. But please don't argue. I don't know why, but this week I noticed that there were some argues in the chat. So can I please ask you not to argue? And can I also please ask you to like this video, to like this live, to write in comments your opinion about this, and also to subscribe on our Match Guarantee channel. Okay. I will really appreciate it. And also wanted to once again remind you about our upcoming scam school, which is going live this Sunday, August 28th at noon Eastern Time. So you're welcome to join to us. All the girls and boys making all that noise. Sue's out for summer. Yes, guys, we're back. So please join us live on Scam School 3. And we'll be live for 5 hours, guys. 5 hours. I think it will be very interesting for you. And I have also put a link below the video. So you're also welcome to click on the link to join us on Sunday, and you can also subscribe on the channel not to miss anything. I saw a video of Ukrainian lady being proposed by a Chinese man. He offered her a luxury car as gift and told he would buy her anything. She said she could not marry him. Um, you know, as I told you, there are pretty much difference between our cultures, and that might be the big reason why the ladies are not ready to, to move there, to go there. And because she didn't love him, yes, and also because she can be, I will tell you that Ukrainians, as long as Ukrainians are very traditional, they can be scared by those countries and those, those traditions which are opposite. They can just be scared because, as you know, it's not only mm, it's not only you marry the lady, but you also, should be connected to all her family, because family is very important for her, very important, and it will be very important her her parents' opinion and her, her relatives' opinion. And that's why, if she understands that you're very, very different cultures, that might be the reason why she will not accept it. But of course, there are sometimes uh, couples which are happy to share their life together with uh, um, with the different in different countries. So it depends a lot of people, but the truth is sometimes they're not ready. Why are Japanese culture opposite Ukraine? I don't know it before. Yeah, it's very opposite. It's very opposite by that Japanese are so, you know, they are so much. Um, I would tell you that they are for me as Ukrainians. Japanese are too much careful with everything around them, which is difficult for Ukrainian, because Ukrainians are get used to live relaxed, to respect others, but feel relaxed at the same time. But I understand that if I would live in Japanese, I will be like this all the time. I will be scared because anything I do will be wrong for Japanese people, and I found it really hard. I saw the blog of the girl. She's from Ukraine. I saw a lot of her videos explaining about her life in Japan. She moved to Japan 7 years ago. She's from Odessa, and she's sharing the traditions and making videos with her husband. And I really understand that it's very opposite from Ukrainian to live there. I'll be you're studying and living in Spain as a refugee. Do you like to? I'm not studying at this moment because I was studying in Kiev in Ukraine. I was getting my journalist degree in Ukraine. But as long as it's war there, I have put everything on hold. And yes, I'm now living as a refugee in Spain. So um, I'm refugee, and do you like to engage in part-time work or business during studies? Yes, of course. When I was living in Kiev, I was working and studying at the same time. I would tell you that it's about all the Ukrainians are, how all the Ukrainians are, because I see here in Spain it's a bit opposite. Students are not that much motivated to start working during studying uh, because of different reasons. But in Ukraine, no. In Ukraine, be sure each student who is in university, he or she will be working at the same time. They will, sleep 5 hours a day, but they will be working, because in Ukrainian culture it's like this. Ukrainian, they're not the one who will be, living with their parents for a very long age. No, they prefer to be free and independent, and that's why they, when they enter the university, they go to any job. They take any job to start working for themselves and be independent. It's in Ukrainian culture. It's not common to live with parents in Ukraine till you're 25. Not at all. No. They found a job. They live in, you know, in university campus, or I mean, where all the students live, or they rent apartment. That's what they do. They never live with parents, and they mostly go to work. I have clicked like Dina. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you very much. I think he should pay more time on her, but no money to get to know him deeply. Yeah, of course. Would you like to live in Canada? Yes, Seed. I would like to, but I know that it's too expensive to live in Canada. Actually, that's why I'm thinking like, I don't know, because it's really expensive, as I know. But I would really like to. I would really like to. I think it's beautiful country. I'm happy to hear that you're safe. Thank you very much, Matthew. Thank you. Yes, of course, we're safe. European countries, they have done everything to help Ukrainians who got out to be safe, to stay safe. So we received a lot of help, and we will never forget this. We will always appreciate it um, forever. I mean, because it's really a lot of help and care what Europe has done to Ukrainian in these hard times. Ukrainian culture is different from Indian culture. Indian culture, high spiritual. On the other hand, Ukrainian culture is hypersexual. Is it true? No, I don't think so. I need to 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 check the translation just to be sure that I understand this word correctly. But mm, what do you mean with that? Hypersexual. I don't. I think I understand you in the wrong way. But yeah, it's true. But yeah, India is how you call it, highly spiritual. It's true, and that's why they told you that this might be the reason why Ukrainian lady she can be scared by by moving to the country like this, which are very opposite from her because. Uh, it's really hard. It's really hard, guys. I just want to help you to understand that it's hard for the lady. Hi, beautiful women. Hello, hello. I think traditions. Ah, of course, Han, because there is actually almost no. I mean, of course, there are some difference in each culture, but they're so this different. They are so little, so small, and it doesn't so much matters. So of course, it's easier for Ukrainian people to accept Western culture. Of course. My fiance studied philosophy and give. Oh, I think philosophy. I'm fond of philosophy. I love it, and I think it's great. I think it's great. We had philosophy lessons only on my first year in university, and I'm sad because I miss it so much. I would like to have it each year, but I think it's very interesting. Where exactly she was studying in Kiev? In which university? Canada is not expensive if you have a good job. None of the countries are expensive if you have a good job, right? But yeah, but I think it's also pretty hard to find a good job in Canada, especially for the foreigner. So I think it's hard. In Japanese culture, outside the house, the women families treated. Wow, interesting. Yeah, I think this is one one of rare similarities. But Ukrainians, they are so much about the freedom that they will just not. In Japanese, I understand that people respect uh, older people very much. It's like number one priority are older people, and I understand this. I respect that. But for Ukrainians, it's not like we disrespect older people. We respect also, but for us, we did not. We cannot put somebody is more important just because of the age. You cannot. Ukrainians, they prefer freedom. They prefer not to feel. mm Not to feel like obeyed. They will never like it, and that's why I understand if I will come to Japan, I will just be too much rude maybe for Japanese people, which I don't want to be, but it's true because for me it will be just unreal to follow all the rules and to um, to be accepted to this culture. I think people will not accept me the same as it will be hard for me to accept this. So it's just the reality. It's just true opinion because I'm not going to lie here. Kama Sutra from India, not Ukraine. Okay. And Japan has big history with China. They're invaded. But Japan culture, they're more, they're less so much, um, they're less opposite to Ukrainian. Chinese culture is less opposite. It's true. Uh, but anyway, I think it's hard. I know all of this stuff. Oh my god, in transport, when you come to elevator, there are some special rules that you cannot that only the younger person in the elevator in Japan should click on the like to choose click to on the floor to sorry to click on the floor so elevator will go. So many rules in this transport. Oh my god, for me it's just for me I respect everybody, but for me it's just too much complicated to think about this all the time, because I understand if I will think about this all the time I will just it will just annoy me. I'm sorry, but it's just true. I'm not telling that all the Ukrainian ladies are the same like I am. But I believe that mostly it will be difficult for them. But there are some Ukrainians which, of course, will accept it, will like, and I know there are, especially very young Ukrainians. I know that now it's very popular. Japanese culture are very popular all around the world, and I know that especially young people they're very interested. They very like it. But I think if we talk about older ladies, it will be very hard to accept. I could get you a job that pays very well here in Canada. I mean, it does matter what your job is. Yes, I understand it does matter, and I think it's very complicated also with all of these documents. Yes, because I think in Canada they will not accept you uh, to start working maybe without some experience. I think so. But anyway, I think it's interesting. Canada needs. Oh, thank you very much, Sid. Thank you very much. Being Ukrainian culture, women have more freedom and equality. That right, women in Japanese culture at some point have to obey some family rules, especially those very traditional families. Yes. Thank you very much for understanding, and I appreciate your understanding. Daily life in Japan is very yeah, yeah, it's too much stress and it's too much, as I told you, especially when the lady is, she's in her 30s or 40s, she will be like this. But of course, if the lady is very young, I think if she's in her 20s, she might be very interested. It depends a lot on the age. Did you have any family background? What do you mean? I'm sorry, what do you mean with this question, any family background? I'm sorry, I just don't understand. I have a huge family. I have a huge family in Ukraine, in Russia, in Kazakhstan, everywhere. Japan isn't that much of a face saving culture anymore. Thailand is much worse. Yes, I know that Japan is now they are becoming more, yeah, more modern, less traditional. But anyway, it's true. On the country, Chinese culture is much tolerant. We respect women greatly. Oh, great. Main problem in Japan is people are I heard that that there is even a competition in Japan. Like they have when they work in the office, they will have competition. I mean, in Ukraine, the office opens at 9 and it closes at 6. So 6, 6 p.m. and 6:05 p.m. I mean, 1 minute past 6, there will be nobody in the office. Nobody. Be sure, because it's true. It's like how Ukrainians work. All the Ukrainians, they want to go home. They doesn't want to be at work with no point, and they will do their best at the last hour, to finish everything. That's what I have done, and all my friends have done, to do their best to finish everything, not to stay longer, because that's not what Ukrainians like to do. Ukrainians like, schedule. I mean, they like to have the schedule and to work only schedule hours, not to have more. But in Japan, I know that they have this some kind of competition, that they they have competition between themselves, like between workers in the office, like who will stay longer time. And for me, it's like, guys, are you crazy? Oh my god, that's why I understand that I will never will be working in the Japanese office. SSR will fall. Sorry, it's not for me. I didn't say what are you talking. Would you explain? Ukraine has a relatively low cost of living, so the spread isn't so bad. Japan is rich but very expensive. It's very hard for average people. Um, Low cost of living, it's true mostly in Ukraine, but of course it also depends on the city where you're located. If we're talking about small cities, it will be extremely low, but the it will be extremely low costs. But if we're talking about big cities, mm, it can be, so the prices can be, for example, I'm now here uh, in Spain, in the city. It's not big city. It's mm, like medium. It's not big and not small city, but the costs here are the same as in Ukraine, so I like it. May I ask your age, Diana? Yes, Kenny. Sure, I'm 21 years old. uh, I haven't been to Japan. They do seem to work many hours. Spouses cheat on many. Yes, I haven't also been to Japan, so let's be honest, I cannot be sure for 100%, yeah, until I will visit the country. So it's true. But for the information which I received, and I have been, searching for a lot of information, studying a lot of information about this country, for this moment, I think it will be uh, very hard for me. You know what has surprised me the most? I heard about their like not church, but like their religious building. I just don't know how to tell that in English. In Russian we say it like храм, like the building, like religious building. And they have this territory where people can walk. And I heard that if there is a road, and you can there are some roads where you cannot enter, where you cannot go, like it's not allowed to go there. So what they do is they put a little stone in the middle of the road, and that means that there people are not allowed to go there. When I heard that, I was like, guys, for if you will put not a little stone, but if you will put 4 meters stone in the middle of the road, Ukrainians will go. So this little stone literally means nothing. I mean, it's just a joke, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think all the world around are now more modern, and it's of course it's there are good and bad sides in it, but it's true. Japan has everything. I don't think people very cheap. How much to buy and two bedroom apartment in Kiev? Thank you very much, George, for asking. Would you, by the way, guys, can I just ask you to vote here right now here in chat? Would you like me to talk about um, costs for houses and apartments in Ukraine, just to show you and to talk about costs to buy a house or apartment or even to rent. Just can you please vote in comments? Would you like me to do that? Because I think it's a huge, huge topic, huge topic to talk about. Diana, when you started truth and intelligence is important to you, what do you mean from men or greater context? I'm sorry, what do you mean with the greater context? I don't really know. Yes, honesty from a man, it's number one for me because I'm being 100% honest, and I think it's, as I told you before, I think it's better to have mm, uh, bitter truth than sweet lies. And about intelligence, I also think that it's number one because for me it's very important to feel comfortable with the person, to feel on the same page, and to have some, some topics that we can talk about, because I don't like people with which, I don't like this kind of people who can talk about how are you today, I'm good, how are you, I'm good too, what are you doing. I mean, in Ukraine there are some types of men like this. They only can talk about how are you doing, what are you doing right now, about work, and that's all. I cannot get along with this kind of people for a long time, because I think it's uh, difficult for me. But that's why I respect those people who has intelligence. It doesn't mean to be super high educated in some special profession. No, it just means to have your hobbies in which you're interested in, and about which you can talk about. I think it's interesting to share, even if your hobbies are different, but you can share with each other. I think it's very good. uh, yes, guys, yes, you would like me to tell you about prices for houses and apartments in Ukraine. Yes. So what we will do next time is we will talk about this. Okay. Thank you very much. So I think that we decided the topic. Yes. Thank you, guys. I think it's great. Uh, that's what we're waiting for. Great. Great. Uh, how to not get kicked out of the rental place or protect ourselves. I will tell you. I will tell you my opinion and my experience with rental in Ukraine. Property market and interior design style in Kiev. Wow, great guys! I really appreciate to talk about this because I think it's a great topic. Okay, guys, I'm very happy to talk to you today, guys. I'm very happy for your questions and thank you very much for agreeing a great topic. And once again, I would like to to invite you, sorry, to our live stream on Sunday because today is my last live stream before Sunday, and you're very welcome to join. I will put the links in the description below. Once again, at noon Eastern time, we're having Scam School 3.
All the girls and boys making all that noise. School's out for summer.
Yes, guys, please join at noon Eastern. And before Scam School, we're having great live stream with Anna. So please also join at 11 a.m. You're welcome to join us. Okay, great, guys, great. Yes, thank you for asking, Kenny. So I will see you on next Tuesday. Here is my live stream schedule. And once again, guys, I'm very, very sorry if, one of the days next week, I will just need to change, to move my schedule maybe 1 hour later or something like this. I'm very sorry for that, but please understand me because I have now very hard situation. It's not only my situation, it's all of the family, all our family situation now. So it is very important, and it not depends on me. Here are many people involved, so if I will just be late for some of hours, I mean, if the stream will be moved, please understand and forgive me. Okay, I'm very sorry about that, but it's really very important now and extremely important situation for the whole family. um, okay, great, guys. Thank you very much once again. Next Tuesday, when at noon Eastern time. Noon Eastern. Once again, I will put the schedule. Tuesday, Wednesday, noon till 1 p.m. Eastern. Thursday, Friday, 7 a.m. till 8 a.m. Eastern. Yes, guys. Once again, if schedule will be a little bit moved, please don't get offended and don't get angry. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Um, Thank you very much for all your questions. I'm sorry if I maybe did not had enough time to talk, because I think it's never enough for me to talk to you. Thank you very much, guys. I wish you all to have great weekends. Take care and have a wonderful day. Yes, I will see you soon and take care, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.